Oh, really? You gave yourself 3 to 6 months to buy your dream car. But did you buy it though? Did you buy it or did you finance it? And she looks young. So those interest rates have to be astronomical.
Come with me all the way to Delaware to buy a car. Yes, that's right, Delaware. So here I am. I took the bus to the train. I took the 2 train at 34th Street. And then I stopped to get some breakfast. I also stopped to get some herb. If you know, you know. And here is me and my girlfriend on the bus. We took the Greyhound from 34th Street to University of Delaware, which was about 12 minutes away from the CarMax. So everything was pretty quick, pretty easy. The only thing I had to do was sign a few papers, pay my down payment, and I got the keys in my.
All this to just give off an image, give off a perception. Because it's like, do you need that car? Even if you bought it outright, do you really need it? And hey, I'm not, listen, if you want what you want, get it. If she bought it outright, then kudos, man. Spend your money on what you want to spend it on. But let's be honest, she financed that car. She financed the Mercedes. And see, funny enough, the financing isn't going to be the end all be all because she's going to have a whole heap of maintenance, whole heap of repairs she's going to have to do on it to where she's going to see just how much that car really costs. And I think she's going to be flabbergasted. And I think it's amazing how some of y'all ladies who really don't know nothing about cars and the maintenance and how to keep up with them and all this type of stuff, be the main ones wanting the most expensive cars to maintain. I think that's incredible. And you know what's funny? When I even typed in the tags when I was trying to do, find some stuff to look at, and it's I bought my dream car. Don't you know I was expecting to see a bunch of guys, but it was all ladies. Funny enough, and it was mostly the same thing. They had to go get these Mercedes. That's wild. Y'all, before we get into the next clip, though, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually does help out tremendously. And also, if you could hype.
So Lucy, Florida is. Yeah, I believe in life, sometimes you have to take a risk. And that risk was me willing to give him my car keys. And I just met him on TikTok, y'all. He said he was willing to help me out. And I was like, at this point, let me just get the help. And I feel like, low key, my car payment is due in 4 days, y'all. I have only $2 on my Chase account, y'all. And it's the 15th. My car payment is due on the 19th of every month. And I don't get paid until next week. So it's like, how am I going to even, like, I don't know, y'all. And I don't want to use the GoFundMe money until I get enough to be able to, like, put a chunk of money towards my principal. So I'm just going to leave it up there in my bio. And I just seen some of you guys, oh, she just keeps making dumb decisions after dumb decisions, y'all.
Look at this. Keep making dumb decisions after dumb decisions. She got a nice car, and she doesn't have the nerve to create a GoFundMe. And then she's in a bind, and she says, "I don't want to use the GoFundMe money right now." When were you planning on using this money? You created a GoFundMe and then you saved the money. So did you really need the money?
Principal. So I'm just going to leave it up there in my bio. And I just seen some of you guys, oh, she just keeps making dumb decisions after dumb decisions, y'all. I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida. If you know what Port St. Lucie, Florida is, it's like a retirement place where old people come to retire. If I rent my car on Toro, it's most likely not going to get, like, rented out. He lives in Miami, Florida, something like that, y'all. And he was willing to help me out. And I said, okay, Miami's a busy city. He was explaining to me, y'all. He gave me his driver license and everything. He's honestly like a nice person. At the end of the day, I still don't know him like that, but still I'm willing to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to help me out. He gave me updates about my car and everything, y'all. I'm going to pick up my car in the beginning of April, y'all. But this month, I really cannot afford my car payments at all. Like, I don't have any options left, and my dad is too greedy. He's not gonna give me the money. He's not gonna give me 1,200 to put towards my car payment, y'all. Like, yeah, I believe.
Look at that. Man, do us fellas get a bad rap out here. Who wants to bet her dad has given her tons of money over the years? Like, and I'm not even talking about raising her. I'm talking about since she's been grown. Who wants to bet that her dad has given her lots of money? Just to still be classified as greedy. Because it's what are you doing for me now? It's never what have you done for me before. Let me guess. If they don't go fill up your GoFundMe, everybody else is greedy too, huh? But meanwhile, you're sitting in a car that's so luxurious. You have people in Miami trying to tell you that they can rent out your car and make a profit. Really think about that. There's somebody in Miami that saw her car and said, "Oh, I can make some money off this if I rent it out." So that tells you the pedigree of car that she's driving. And then she even mentioned the caveat, which is she makes all these bad decisions to the point to where the commenters who are probably filling up her GoFundMe have said, like, all right, what are we really doing here? You keep making bad decisions. It's probably what her dad said, but he's greedy. He's greedy. Pretty sure ain't nobody paid her dad a GoFundMe. She's getting money from all these diversified sources where she has to do nothing. If everybody's helping her, but everybody else is greedy. We may dive a little bit deeper and look a little bit more at her profile, but we're going to get into the next clips. So stick around to the end and we'll see if we got time.
This app is going to be what sends me to hell, because why was I just watching a video and this lady is crying and breaking down because she got a $2,700 bill from Mercedes-Benz for her car and she can't afford it. And she's like full on tagging Benz like they did something wrong. Like a $2,000 repair bill is not cheap as fuck when you think about that Benz is out here sending people $10,000 bills every day for bullshit and it's getting paid. Like, she's like, they wouldn't do a goodwill gesture. Why would you think that Mercedes-Benz would do something out of goodwill? Like, why would you even think that was going to happen? And you weren't getting your oil changes done at the dealership. You can afford to get your oil changes done at the dealership. You knew damn well you couldn't afford to get the car fixed at that dealership either. Just tell the truth. Then she's like, I depend on my car. I drive this car every day. That's why your fuel injector's fucked up. Because everyone knows what a Benz or any type of foreign car, you don't drive those cars every day. They're not made to be stop and go cars. You drive those cars on long distances, actually. They're not meant to be your everyday commuter car. But like, even if it is, bitch, why are you crying about $2,000 that you gotta pay on a Benz? Whoa. Y'all gonna send me to hell because I'm trying to be a better person. I really am. Then I'll be seeing shit like this. This app is
Okay.
gonna be what sends me.
Okay. Now this is getting upsetting. I'm about to remove the muzzle filter for a little bit, for a brief amount of time, to really address this because this is insane. And that's not the first time I've heard somebody say that in regards to this same situation as far as a Mercedes-Benz repair that has to get done, where they go to them and be like, well, you can't do a goodwill gesture. You can't just take care of it for me. You can't just knock it out basically for free. I find it so funny because these ladies be so about their business. It's crazy. Like, because really what we're looking at is like a lot of these boss babe types who are getting these Benzes to put on a perception. And they're so about their business, you wouldn't even imagine. Even in things that have nothing to do with business, they'll still act like it's transactional. I've seen where women, just to even date a man, will say, well, I'm giving you my time, so you have to pay for that. Even if they have kids, they'll say, well, shoot, you're getting my time, so you've got to pay for my babysitter for us to get to know each other, which really should be a 50-50 thing that we're both trying to do and we're both trying to explore. And we should both have some skin in the game. And they'll even be down to business to that degree. And then it's not even going to be fun because the whole time they're going to be grilling you. What's your credit like? What's this like? How much you got here? But then all of a sudden, when the business gets inverted and they're on the receiving end, now all of a sudden they want a goodwill gesture. This is getting out of control, man. This is getting out of control.
These girls is too comfortable making 30,000 living in Section 8 or some shit.
Oh, I don't want to see no more keys being posted online.
I hate that shit.
When you got Section 8 back in your rent, bro.
I don't want to see nobody keys in an apartment anyway. If you go post a house.
Like for example, you got people that will throw the keys in the air, but they in the basement.
It be bitches that'll get a luxury apartment.
Thank you, that's what I'm saying.
And she'll get evicted from that one. Then she find another one and she doing the same thing. Then she get evicted from that one. Like, all right, bitch.
But you know what I
Calm
hate
down
though?
now.
I hate girls that be on social media looking real
That
good,
does happen.
but popping they shit. But they look how they living. That's another thing.
Real
it's like
life.
It's like a fake image. Because I know I done met a couple girls like that. Like you looking real crazy. Like you looking like a 10.
And they living like
Next thing you know,
homeless. That go for dudes too. Be a lot of niggas
Dudes
out here
too.
designing down.
Yes.
And they don't got they car. They all they fucking clothes in a truck or scattered to bitches' houses. Like
Yep.
real shit.
Nah,
niggas
that shit is
niggas
real.
be flying homeless.
And I don't know who needs to hear this, but no, you cannot afford that Mercedes. Do not buy that car. Do not buy that damn car. No, you cannot afford that car. For the girls on here who were talking about just got my Mercedes, 0 down. I saw a video of a girl. She had a 2018 Mercedes E400. Girl, her car payment was $1,300. And guess what happened as soon as she missed them car payments? They came and snatched her shit right up. They came and snatched it right on up, girl. And you want to know why she was missing car payments? It's because she couldn't afford that damn car. She couldn't afford that car. Because the real tea is the people who can afford these type of car payments are also the type of people who can afford to pay their car off for the next 6 months or the next year. Okay? These are the type of people who are not going to be missing car payments. And it's like, okay, well, what if somebody loses their job? That means your car payment was too high. Because if you lose your job and now you can't make your car payments, you can't afford that car. You can't afford that car. Okay? That should be factored into your emergency fund. That should be factored into my, if I lose my job or if so-and-so happens, this is going to cover all of my expenses. Girl, if you don't have that, you cannot afford that damn car. This sits very deep, near and dear to my spirit. I know I'm like a cutesy girl and I like to talk about self-care and all of that, but I'm very heavy on my financial literacy and I'm about to start bringing it to y'all because some of y'all need help. Some of y'all need help.
She's right, man. It's become so crazy that you could just be an average responsible person and you could pretty much make a business being an expert on financial literacy just to tell people the common sense of you can't afford that. Don't buy it. You need to bring in more than what you spend. You could be an expert just by telling people that. And let's talk about this because, see, what it really comes down to is we haven't been able to disassociate that initial high of getting something new across a longer time horizon. Here's what I mean by that. It's just like when you get a new phone, the new iPhone, right? When you get the new iPhone, those first couple of days, especially that first day, when you're activating everything and it's getting everything set up, you can't wait to make your new little wallpaper. It's so fresh, so clean. It's like, wow, it feels so good. Give it a week or two. Man, you're going to be throwing that phone around like it's nothing. So I say that to say, it wouldn't be smart if you take out a payment plan on it because then you're going to start resenting it because you don't even care that much about the phone anymore, but you still have to pay for it. That's what's happening with these cars. And then when people realize, like when people get over that initial high, that initial feeling, and then they realize they really can't afford it, it's like a resentment that sets in. And why would you want to have to, because most of them have financed it for so long, why would you want to have to live with resentment for so long? Because what's actually going to happen is after they get over that initial high, they're going to want the next new thing. But they're going to be mad because they still got this old thing in their mind, and they still have to pay for it, and they're paying so much to where when they really think about what they could do with that money if they had it, it's like it can start to really wear on you and weigh you down. So we have to start thinking about that from preconception, from the beginning. That's my opinion. Now, I promise we would maybe take a look back at that other profile. I did have some other clips lined up, but we'll just go ahead and see the other one that we looked at before, where she basically said she couldn't afford her $1,200 payment and her dad is greedy and all that type of stuff. Let's see if we can get some more context, because it looks like people have supported, and I want to see what type of car she has at the very least. I'm sure she's showing it off. Is this it? This can't be it. Let me see. I know it ain't no Jeep.
I'm bringing my car, okay? It's a 19-hour drive from Florida to Texas.
Nah.
My boyfriend's going to be driving the whole 19 hours, but we're going to stop at some rest stops to go get some sleep. Currently, it's the 23rd. We move in on the 25th, and we get the keys on the 20th.
Hold on. I don't think it's this one. Does she have multiple cars? Because she had another car with some pink seats. Nah, it doesn't really seem like there's nothing on here. So I guess we'll wrap it up for today. It doesn't really seem like there's really nothing else to explore. But having $2 in your Chase account and having all these cars is crazy, especially when you also have a GoFundMe as well. But we'll leave it there for today. You could like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second. It actually does help out more than you know. And then also, if you could hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button, then it'll show the points. And since I am a smaller content creator, we actually get more points per hype. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.